Thank you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laure. If you're new here, karibu sana. Last time we stopped on how to learn your scalp type, if you're normal, oily or dry. So today we are going to learn the difference between dry scalp and dandruff. Sometimes we tend to confuse having dry scalp to dandruff, and sometimes we think we have dry scalp and probably it's dandruff. Now, so what's the difference between these two? Number one, let's start with dry scalp. Dry scalp is as a result of dry skin, like you're not hydrated, you're not moisturized. So that means basically your skin shades, and it also shades on the scalp. So that means when it's shading, it finds no moisture, so it becomes very visible. We can see as it's shading. So it causes white patches. Now, dandruff, on the other hand, is caused by an excessive of fungi that's called Melassesia. It's caused by Melassesia. Now, the fungus overgrows. What's that? Everyone has that fungus, but to some people now, people who experience dandruff, it means it grows at a faster rate, in such that it causes the skin to shed more faster, quickly. So when that happens, it means there's a buildup of dead cells, dead skin cells. So it doesn't give the old skin time to shed. So it piles. As it piles, it mixes with, now this is the catchy part. For dry scalp, you don't have like enough sebum, or you're not hydrated. But now for dandruff, you have oily scalp. Are we together? You have oily scalp. So as the skin is shading, it mixes up with sebum, and that's why you find, you can see like there's a lot of buildup, and it's quite like clear, it's like oil. So a most frequently asked question is, how do you know the difference between the two? Number one, for dandruff, the skin is, as it shades, it's whitey and patchy, and it's in small particles. Like you can literally see, like when you scratch, like you can literally see white patches. But for dandruff, it tends to be a bit yellowish of white, and it has like bigger flakes. So it's like flaky and bigger. That's number two. So first of all, dry scalp for dry scalp. Dandruff for oily scalp, that's one difference. The second difference is dandruff, it's quite small and powdery, but for dandruff, it's off-white and a bit larger and scalier, you get. However, some people think they have dandruff, or dry scalp. Okay, probably you think you don't have dry scalp, but you think you have dandruff. Sometimes it may not be dandruff. Now, how, if you want to know if it's dandruff, because it could be something else different, something bigger, and in that case you need to see a dermatologist so that they can diagnose you, a professional dermatologist. I am not one. If, for example, you find the patches are quite dark, like they're blackish or grayish, that probably is not dandruff. You need to be quite, like you need to get checked. So fun fact, did you know that you can get like dandruff like on your eyebrows? Yeah, even on your armpits. I know, sounds creepy, but basically dandruff can be anywhere there's oil glands. So anywhere you have oil glands, you may have dandruff. Remember, I didn't say dandruff is like a disease, but it's just overproduction of the fungus, and it meets the oily scalp, the oily sebum, and it mixes and it causes dandruff. So you can have dandruff on your eyebrows, or where else do you have oil glands? Armpits, even chest for men. Apparently, there is no known cause for like dandruff. There's no scientific, like they can say, this is what causes dandruff. No, there's no like clear. So solutions if you have dry scalp or dandruff. Number one, they'll go hand in hand with the causes. So for example, let's start with dry scalp. Dry scalp is can be caused by, like, let's say hydration, lack of hydration. So it's dehydration. So the first solution is hydrate. That means you hydrate internally and externally. Internally, drink a lot of water, drink a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables and all that, healthy food. Again, eating healthy will encourage like production of healthy sebum, which means it will provide lubrication for your scalp, so you won't it kind of like get rid of the dry patch. That's internal hydration. Now external hydration, you can use a spray. Now when I say a spray, moisture, the first source of moisture is water. There's nothing like oils to moisturize, nothing. The first source of moisture is water. So you can use things like aloe vera gel or aloe vera juice or water. So just get a spray bottle. I'll show you how we do that. Get a spray bottle, add water to whatever amount you want, then add some glycerin or honey. Why we are adding glycerin or honey is because glycerin and honey are humectants. What I mean by humectants is that they draw moisture from the environment to your scalp, or where they draw them moisture to themselves. So it means when you add in the water, it's drawing moisture from the environment to itself. So that's your scalp. That's external. So you've added water, glycerin, and you can add an essential oil like perpemint or tea tree or lavendar. First of all, they're stimulants, they boost hair growth, and number two, they tend to encourage healthy production of sebum. Number two, external factors also, solutions is also, if you have dry scalp, you use moisturizing shampoos. Now, there are different types of shampoos. They are sulfate free and the ones that have sulfate. Fact is sulfate shampoos that contain sulfates are very dry. Why? Because they strip off the moisture and natural oil. So you find you have dry scalp and you're washing with sulfate shampoo. Yo guys, sulfate shampoo, if you find it strips off the oil kabisa, it cleans quickly clean, which means it leaves you completely dry. So I would encourage you to use a sulfate free shampoo. There are a lot of them in the market. We'll be going through that next time in the next video. So, and also use moisturizing conditioner. When you apply, especially if you have dry skin, I would encourage you to apply the conditioner on the scalp, but don't leave it for too long, because generally, if you've noticed, most shampoo bottles you're not supposed to apply on the scalp because it kind of leaves a film. But you can look for a good conditioner, moisturizing conditioner, and also apply on your scalp also. So moisturizing shampoo and moisturizing conditioner. Point number 3 is reduce drying agents. That's for dry scalp. So that's sulfate. Use sulfate-free shampoos and avoid heat. Blow dries, especially the things that you tend to apply heat directly on your scalp. Minimize or just completely avoid. The last step for dry scalp is lubricate. Now moisturize. After you moisturize with your spray, you need to seal. So you can use moisturizing and lightweight oils. I'm not saying you use castor oil. Personally, I am not in for using castor oil because first of all, castor oil is a very heavy oil, and castor oil is a drying oil. It's a sealant, but it's a very drying oil. So use lubricating oils and oils that are very lightweight, like jojoba oil. Jojoba is the best because it tends to mimic your natural sebum. So when you apply it, penetrates on the pores kabisa. Number 2, you can use almond oil. It's also lightweight. And number 3, you can use coconut oil. Coconut oil is kind of lightweight, and depending on if you like it or not, whether you have low porosity or high, you can just use it on your scalp. That's if you have dry scalp. So we're done with dry scalp. So solutions for dandruff. The first solution is avoid sebum buildup. Naturally, if you have dandruff, it means you have oily scalp. So it means we are going to try and avoid any sebum buildup. So that means you shampoo your hair often. Now that could be twice a week or every other day. That's if you have open hair. Or I personally have dandruff and I have very oily scalp. What I do, I shampoo once a week or twice a week, or sometimes once a month. Now let me tell you how I do that. If I am shampooing once a week, there's no problem, because I know I can control, I can be at par with the level of the sebum production. If I am shampooing twice a week or once a month, depending on the hairstyle, I will use the scoop and spread method. So that means is, like, for example, I can take like this strand of hair, assuming I had open hair, I take this strand of hair and let me just do a practical example. What I'll do is I mix water. I take a bottle, a spray bottle, I mix water, apple cider vinegar and peppermint oil. Apple cider vinegar is basically because it breaks the oil, so it's basically going to break the oil from the scalp, on the scalp. Number 2, why I use peppermint oil is because it's first of all anti-microbial, anti-fungal, anti-bacterial, so it's going to help. Plus it's also stimulating oil, so again it stimulates hair growth. Then I mix in my spray bottle and I spray. So what I do is, when I spray on the root, what I do is I just rub like that, and then it's like I'm spreading, because I know already sebum is on my scalp, so I rub and then I spread, and then you twist your hair or whatever style you have. However, that style is not very convenient for people who, you know, if you go to the salon, or if you have like lines, what do you call, drop lines, whatever, I don't even know what they're called. What are they called? Whatever, braids. Yeah, it's not like suitable. It's not going to be very realistic and convenient. So for such a person, what I just advise you to do is just spray and massage. So it's like you're melting the oil. So that's number 1. Avoid sebum build-up. So that means you shampoo often, or if you're not able to shampoo often, just make sure you scoop and spread. So the next thing for dandruff, if you're suffering from dandruff, is avoid like product build-up. Number 1, don't apply other oils on your scalp, because naturally already your scalp is oily. Number 2 is, when you're conditioning your hair, don't apply products on your scalp. Like, don't apply the conditioner on your scalp. Conditioner is meant for hair, so just apply it on the hair. So that's a difference between dry scalp and oily scalp. For oily scalp, you don't apply on the scalp. For dry scalp, you may apply, especially if it's a moisturizing conditioner. So, and the last thing for dandruff, those who have dandruff, is use products that are made for dandruff. So that means when you're buying a shampoo or a conditioner, you look for products that have salicylic acid and products that have zinc, pyrethrin, and others. Next video we're going to discuss on products you should buy if you have dry scalp, and products you should buy if you have oily scalp. Like, what ingredients do you look for when you're purchasing a product? So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you haven't, if you need more content, and if you want to get the next video. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.